Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. Yesterday my paper pumpkin kit arrived. It's the October 2018 paper pumpkin kit called Friends of a Feather, and I would like to show you 17 projects you can create with this kit. I will start out by showing you a few cards that I made which are similar to the instructions, and then we will go and look at all the different kinds of things you can do using the embellishments from the kit and the sentiments from the kit. Okay, let's get started. Now each month you get a really fun surprise in the mail. I did not know what this was till yesterday, and one of my coworkers said, "Hey, I checked my mail and my paper pumpkin kit is here." So I was like, "Oh!" And I ran and got it. And I was so excited because it has these cute little fall patterns like the feathers and really nice colors. So the very first thing I do before I start crafting, I go on a crafting binge, is I open up my instructions and I look at the coordinating colors for the kit. So in this case, let me put on my reading glasses. It said Cajun Craze, Coastal Cabana, Crumb Cake, Fresh Fig, Grapefruit Grove, and Night of Navy. And then I don't even look at the instructions, I just looked at the front page and I said, well, let's get started and let's make some things from the kit. So every month the kit comes with sentiments and stamps. These are the stamps that came with. I guess I'll put those on a background. It comes with loads and loads of embellishments, which I'll show you, and then it comes with card bases and things. So I use those card bases and cut up other things to make these projects. Okay, so let's start with the cards. I'm going to start with the actual closest thing to what the instructions would show you, and that is these cards. They have beautifully laser cut card bases that come. Okay, so this is Fresh Fig. It's like a watercolor wash with fresh fig. And you open it up and you can write a really, really nice long message inside this card. Okay, and so this is my first project. And the sequins came in the kit, Thinking of You stamp. And a Night of Navy stamping spot came in the kit. And sometimes I use the Night of Navy and sometimes I just use the inks I had. In this case, this is Fresh Fig ink because it was a coordinating color. Okay, stamped a little feather on there, used some sequins, and a little piece of the gold ribbon that came with this. So this first project is 100% from the kit. Nothing else outside the kit was used to create this project. Okay? The nice thing about subscribing to Paper Pumpkin is that you can get the refills as well. So you could get all the refills for just $8 to make 8 more cards because you don't need the stamps in the Stampin' spot again. But that's only available to Paper Pumpkin subscribers. All right, so that was the first project. Let me put that one off to the side. The second project is another card that I made, which is similar to the samples. Okay, similar to the samples, in that this is a nice laser cut card base again. So you have this beautiful border, okay, and you have these beautiful feathers, the gold twine, the sequins, the stamps, the sentiments. I didn't put anything inside. Okay, and then you have a matching coordinating envelope with, let's open that up and show you, gorgeous. You're going to see how I use this designer series paper from the envelope liner for other projects. Okay, so that's number 2. And I'm going to put them off to the side. So then I started making variations of the cards. I just decided to cut up a card. I decided to cut a card base from this one. I just cut the card base. And I decided to cut part of the card base from the other one, and I decided to make my own card. So this is my third project. Oops, I think it's glued together a little bit there. I did all this last night after work, and now I'm just let the glue dry. And then I'm showing you these this morning here. Okay, so there you go. So you have the regular card base. I just cut this front of the one card off, and now you have. The reason that was really fun is that I had all these extra pieces of that watercolor wash to use for other things like wrapping my nuggets. And I'll show you those along the way. This is, again, 100% from the kit. Nothing extra was used. This is just the things from the Paper Pumpkin kit. Friends of a Feather. Okay, so there's the card, and it'll fit quite nicely into the envelope. And the fourth card I created, again, just thinking outside the box, I just took part of the one card, and then I took a piece of, this is Fresh Fig cardstock. I just used one piece of Fresh Fig cardstock for these projects. Used it in many different ways, okay? and that's how I embellished it. I don't know why, but when I use like the sequins, I try to use 3 until I ran out. I used 2 at the end, but I try to use like 3 sequins on my projects. All right, and this one here is the Pretty Label Punch, and I'll have this one here is used everything from the kit except I used my own Fresh Fig cardstock and the Pretty Label Punch. Okay, and I will just link to that in the description. Okay, so let's show you a couple other things now. I've shown you the cards. Now I want to show you a nail file box. Okay, I just slipped some of these. When I saw these feathers, I immediately thought, well, wow, the nail file box, because the nail file is long, okay, and so are the feathers. And I thought these feathers, I mean, without even measuring them, I thought they would fit nicely on this. Okay, so now I'm using some extra things. This embellishments, the sentiment embellishments, twine, and feathers are all from the kit, the paper pumpkin kit. However, I used something called the colored doilies, and I'm using Grapefruit Grove. This is a Grapefruit Grove doily because it's one of the coordinating colors, and it fits nicely on the nail file boxes. And I used a piece of this gold foil cardstock, which is in our holiday catalog. If you need a holiday catalog, let me know. Okay, so let's move that off to the side. Now I'm going to show you several bookmarks or several tags that I created. Okay, now I'm using some Night of Navy ribbon, some twine from Nature's Twine. Okay, and again, that Pretty Label Punch. Okay, so that's just a bookmark or tag that you can put on a gift. In fact, you can take all of these things and turn them into a gift basket, and they all follow the same theme. And with fall craft fairs coming up, autumn craft fairs, these are all great ideas you can use for that as well. Okay, here's one where I took a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock. Okay, and I have a decorative trio punch, which I punched the bottom with, and this is Night of Navy corduroy ribbon. This was part of last year's suite. It was a masculine suite called Truly Tailored, and I bought loads of this Night of Navy corduroy ribbon because I like how it like lays, I guess is the word, because one side, and how you can glue it because one side is flat. Not even sure if that product is in our catalog, but there's the rest of the embellishments are all from the paper pumpkin kit. Okay, and here's another one. I think I'm going to give this one to my cousin, or one of these, thinking of you, because she's recovering from surgery. So I stamped different color feathers on this. Again, knowing the colors that coordinated with the suite, I just took out some of my inks, Coastal Cabana, Fresh Fig, Grapefruit Grove, and I stamped some feathers from the paper pumpkin kit that I just got yesterday in the mail. Okay, so this is, you stamp some feathers, you just use all the materials you have. This is crumb cake cardstock. I didn't use my own crumb cake cardstock. I just took a card. This is from the card base, because that's why one side of it is white. Because in Stampin' Up! Cardstock, it's the same color all the way through. But this is just a piece of cardstock from the card base. Okay, so there's another tag. Another Coastal Cabana base of the cardstock, Coastal Cabana cardstock. These are all sentiments that came inside the kit, and you just stamp the sentiment in the middle. I stamped it with Fresh Fig. Again, that gold baker's twine, which I pretty much used up. And the sequins, all the embellishments from this, except for this Night of Navy ribbon, are all from the paper pumpkin kit. Okay, another tag here, or a bookmark, and this is where I use the Grapefruit Grove doilies again for this one, because they coordinated. And I love how Stampin' Up! Like really puts a lot of thought into these coordinated projects. So when you create them, you have all kinds of like colors that you can use that you know are going to work well together. Okay, 2 more tags to show you before I show you my 3-dimensional projects. And we'll move these closer. Okay, so these last couple tags are similar, but I don't like to ever make the same thing exactly the same twice, but these stamps are from the, right here, the paper pumpkin kit, the feathers again, and then this stamp came, Friends of a Feather Stick Together. This is from Nature's Twine, the Grapefruit Grove Nature's Twine. It's a really thick baker's twine that you can get in our annual catalog. Okay, and that's crumb cake again. And our last tag or bookmark is, I just used half of a doily here, and then some of these extra little embellishments. And I like how this ribbon, now this ribbon, it's great when you cut it and use it behind things like this, but when you go and you make your loop, it gets a little frayed on top. So what I did is I took some tacky glue and I put it on top to keep it from fraying. I actually have some stuff that I gave to my mom because she sews, and it's like keeps the fabric from fraying too, but not handy right now. Okay, so there's the last tag. Now I'm going to show you some mini pizza boxes. I made 2 mini pizza boxes using the sentiments from this kit, and I'm just trying to tilt that because the way the light shines on it. So this one is May Hope Make You Feel Lighter, okay, and I used the part of a card and part of the envelope for this decorating the sides of the box. Okay, and let's see if I've already decorated the inside. I think I did, but I didn't put the candy in yet. Yes, I did. I just used part of the envelope again, Grapefruit Grove, and part of the inside of the box. Now what I've done is I've wrapped a lot of these mini Mentos and mini nuggets using extra papers I had, okay? So I would put those in there because they would coordinate well, see? And then just put those, I actually have a lot of these, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna arrange them. I usually use removable glue dots and then arrange things nicely in the box, and then when the person opens it, they can see all the little cute little gifts. Okay, and here's the other mini pizza box. Again, this is the Pretty Label Punch. All sentiments from the kit. Everything came from the Paper Pumpkin kit. More envelope liners around the sides of the pizza box. And then inside this one, I think I decorated this one a little more. Yes, I already did. I decorated this one more because I put one of those colored doilies inside with Grapefruit Grove, and I used the sentiment, Friends of a Feather Stick Together, which is not the same as the sentiment on the outside, but it goes along with the theme. Okay, and again, I would take these extra little candies that I have, and I took this one out of the holiday catalog, this For You. It's from my, oh, I forget what it's called right now, but it's the one with the candy canes on it. Candy cane season, I think. So I put that's where I got the little For You from. This is a 3/4 inch circle punch, by the way. And I would just put all those little candies in there like that, and I would have a cute little pizza box with candies. Okay, so let's put those down here. I'm going to move, I just wanted to show you again these card bases. These card bases are gorgeous. They were covered, so I couldn't show them to you earlier, but that's that watercolor wash. Okay, that's the blank ones. Okay, and this is just extra feathers. I'll show you all my extra embellishments. And next I wanted to show you here, I'll show you these 2 tags, then we'll end with Nugget Treats. So these are, whenever I make bookmarks or these little tag treat holders, I use what's called the Scalloped Tag Topper Punch. And this is just something very easy, and I'll put the instructions on my blog, or actually I'll put links to it in the description below. Then you can go look up all these dimensions. And this is just extra pieces of fresh fig I had, extra pieces of Coastal Cabana I had, and then what you can fit inside here perfectly are these little wrapped nugget. I mean, this is a mini Mentos, not nugget. This is a mini Mentos, the little mints. They fit exactly in here perfectly. I didn't even, when I first designed this, that wasn't even my intention. They just happened to fit exactly in there. But originally when I first designed it, I think I was using just 2 or 3 little nuggets fit exactly in here. I always make them first, and I put the food in closer to the time of the craft fair or the gift giving, because that way I don't have to worry about the temperature I store these in. I can just make them all, store them, and then when I'm ready to use them, I stuff the food inside, which is usually kept in a little Ziploc. So there's how you put the little treats in the side of the little tags. Again, everything from the kit. Okay, and lastly, we have the Nugget Treat. So for the Nugget Treat, I wrapped the nuggets in the Designer Series paper, which is part of the envelope liners. And that's where I got all of the paper. And when it was plain, I just stamped a feather onto the nuggets. I used Coastal Cabana for the tray, and I usually put nuts inside on the back of there with a sticker, and I can always put like a sticker saying created by Paper Chef so they can find me again if they want to order more. And then I have Friends of a Feather Stick Together with the little embellishments. Again, that gold foil from the holiday catalog. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I just want to show you that even after you're all done, creating all these projects, these 17 projects. I still have, and this is one kit, I kid you not, I still have one of those crumb cake card bases. I still have 2 of these card bases. I still have loads and loads of embellishments that I've stamped. And this one piece of ribbon is all I have left there. I have loads of embellishments. I have loads of feathers that I haven't even punched out yet, which are all laser cut. That's Cajun Craze, Fresh Fig, Night of Navy, Coastal Cabana, and Grapefruit Grove. I haven't even used this sheet of feathers yet. And you saw how many things I made. I did use most of those. Okay, ovals. And again, you had your stamping spot, your stamps, and all that. Okay, if you'd like to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, I'll have a link below. Our next month's kit that you need to subscribe by the 10th of November to receive is going to look like this. That's all we know. It's the box is plaid. You cannot find out what's inside until it comes in the mail. Okay, but it's going to be some kind of holiday theme, and it should match what you see in the box. So thank you for watching. Please comment on what was your favorite project that you saw in today's video, and if you can think of some other things to make with this kit, please share them with me, because I like to just keep on creating. I'm definitely been getting a refill of this kit. Thank you. This is the Paper Chef.